We talking about whatever that's on your mind. Speak your mind, don't be shy. This is your time to shine.
You guys ever thought about what does the Z mean when you go to sleep in cartoons? Why does Z represent sleep?
I never thought about it. Why is it represented as a Z?
I honestly think I have thought about that before, but
I haven't.
Well, welcome to the mind of Donnie, Terry.
Okay.
But it is nothing significant as I thought it was going to be. Back in the 1918, that's where it traces back to a guy named David Thoreau, Thoreau.
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 Thoreau. Thoreau.
Thoreau.
Thoreau. David
Thoreau.
Henry David Thoreau. But he was a writer that used letters or characteristics to describe the sounds of insects and all that stuff. And then later on, like in the that was 1830s, 1837 to 46 with the Henry David Thoreau guy. That's where it traces back to. But around the 1918, that's when it started to become popular for saws and cartoons. And then they used the same thing for sleeping.
Like a saw?
Yeah, like a saw.
Oh, okay.
But they used the same thing for sleeping, and just over time, they just kept it for sleeping. Nothing significant.
So they use Z's. They use Z's for saw.
Yeah, like I guess that's what it sounds like. I guess that's the sound of a saw. So they use Z's. Yeah, it wasn't nothing significant. I just thought about it and looked it up, so brought it to the show.
That's very interesting right there. But I don't see how they connected that.
Yeah, it doesn't say. They just say they use it for the saw, and then a character was sleeping, and they put the same letters there, and then over time, it just became synonymous for sleeping. Nothing significant.
What you just said about that is so profound with so many things, where something happened back in the day, and then somehow it became a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're in the holidays, like Thanksgiving, like Christmas, like I
don't think people got murdered to take disease. I don't think people got murdered.
Yeah,
and then it ends up taking on its own life.
If people would research the origin of all of that crap, you'll be like, what? And that's exactly how it happened, just like that with disease. Just somebody did something, and then somehow it became mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or a habit, else. And then now it becomes common practice, and then nobody ever does the research on what the origin and how it came about.
I doubt so many people of the artists themselves even know why they put Z's in there. It was taught in school. They just taught it in school to put Z's for sleep. Mm-hmm. Nobody even thought about putting the S, because most people who snored, or O's, yeah.
Or O's, because your mouth be open.
Yeah, because your mouth is open. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
because your mouth is open. Yeah.
Oh, that boy catching O's over there.
He's catching O's. Yeah. That would make more sense than Z's. Right.
Exactly. Even the S can mean, instead of for snoring, it could just actually mean sleeping.
Right.
Exactly.
But America gotta be so retarded with everything.
Right. Always make no sense.
Yeah, America itself makes no sense. It
wouldn't make sense to them if it didn't make sense.
But again, it was a trend, and somehow it became mainstream, and nobody ever, researches why we do things the way that we do.